Okay, this video is going to be just a little bit shorter than the previous video because I told you I was kind of messing around with some of these pieces, and because I hadn't worked with the paint pens for a while, I decided to kind of goof around and kind of, I don't know what you would call it, I guess folk them up. Wow, that sounds really weird to say. Folk them up, Folk. Because I like to try out stuff. You might have remembered this piece from yesterday. It's still got tons of problems, but the pink was too light, so I went in with another darker pink that I like a lot better. It kind of reminds me of pink geranium blossoms. This pinky color here, and went ahead and finished this out. And I wanted to work some more on these little chairs. I changed this piece in the middle. It's just too much black. I wanted to see if I could kind of help it along a little. I like that better. I think I like it. I think I would like it with a cameo in it. I did the insides. Let's see if I can get this over here so you can see it a little bit better. I did it with blue, and I did it with some colored pencil just to see what happens. And again, I love these little chairs from like 1860 something. But I'm just going to change out some of the decoration on them so they're a little bit to my taste. Let's just put it that way. So let's put you guys and your little table over here. And then I wanted to bring over this because I need to do some more drawing and some more practicing. I got out my liquid acrylic paint pens, and I need to do some more practicing. I've been doing a little research, seeing what kinds of flower type things I would want to put on chairs. And originally, this is one of the reasons I actually got paint pens, is because I wanted to add little decorations. This isn't exactly what I want. However, I also know that this chair is horrifically crooked, and if I'm gonna use one as a practice, this is the best one to use. So I need to come up with what I really want to put on there and then put it on there. I've done a little research. Pardon me. Because I'm kind of shooting for a 20s to 30s kind of florally design. But I'll need to do some more looking to see what I can come up with. And, maybe this needs to be a red tulip, which I think may look better. I've got another chair, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I really like this. So I have another chair to try this out on. Now, the other thing, let's see if I can do this without tipping everything over. Okay. Because I thought that, little boudoir tables like this need to have little, if I can get this to focus, there we go. They need to have some little jars and other little things. I got out some beads and some sequins and tried to put some stuff together. It's not fabulous. Let's just be, if I'm being completely honest with myself. I think this is one of the better ones because it looks more like, big jar. This is partially because I have lots of sequins but not a lot of beads. These are beads that I all got at the dollar store. So these are like pony beads. I filled them up with glue. They're probably going to dry clear, which I really don't care about. But I was kind of trying to figure out like what could I put inside them. But I need some more practice with this. And these are like just little these spherical bits are just pins, the heads of pins. So I've got some more practice to do on this. I thought this would look very, very sweet on the boudoir table. I almost made a hand mirror, and then I'm like, you've got mirrors all the way around this. You don't need any mirrors. So, if you have any suggestions, I don't have a whole lot of findings, like jewelry findings. That's not something they have at the dollar store a lot. I'll have to look around and see if I can find something inexpensive, sort of, I mean, I know I can drop a lot of money at, say, the Stone Mountain is where I love buying from. But I thought this was kind of a cute idea. I'd also been looking a lot at like Avon. For those of you not aware, either because Avon wasn't in your particular country, or if you know what I mean, it was basically just it was bigger in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. I liked Avon. I thought they had some good products. I always loved their nail polishes. My grandmother always got like her lipsticks and other things from Avon. But they always had perfume bottles and all kinds of kind of lovely, I think kind of lovely kitschy stuff that just warms the cockles of my heart. So that's kind of what I was aiming for here, was kind of like an Avon bottle. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. And I've also been working on some sketches for the next house I'm going to build, to kind of get my juices going. I finally decided on some huge things for the house in the design. I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. And I'll share some sketches and drawings of those soon. But I thought you might like to see some of this. And this is just, these are not super expensive. I think I used some pins and beads and, lots of glue. So, anywho, with all that being said, thank you, patrons, for sticking with me. And I will see you in the next video.